and we're back for another episode. In this episode I'm going to be doing the level 45 Scholar Quest. I am joined by the wonderful Jayu Honey Jade yet again. Say hello.
Hello everyone.
So, welcome. I'm now trying to live up to your legacy, Honey Jade, by following in your footsteps to be the best scholar ever, and also summoner. So yeah, so let me just check something, 1 second. Just check the volume levels. I hope your voice is not too high on the video. So let's see. Okay, so anyway, we're here at the Marauders Guild in Limsa Lominsa to talk to Alcazolka, because that's where you have to go to do your scholar quests when you unlock it at level 30. And even until now I'm still using the Battle Mage set from Brave Flocks, and I'm also using the level 44 Grand Company book, which you can buy for seals, which is pretty much the best weapon you can get at this level range. And when it comes to my stat points, I've actually put half of my points into intelligence and I'm putting the other half into mind, because I'm not going to be maining either scholar or summoner, so I figured I might as well do half-half. So anyway, let's see what Alcazolka has for us. So the quest is called In the Image of the Ancients, and okay, Alcazolka says, Alcazolka has news which should be of great interest to you, so let's accept. So it says, good to see you, Mithrie. I have made yet another discovery which pertains to you and your scholarly arts. I have come into possession of several ancient engravings, including some which show the traditional remnants of Nemean scholars. In fact, the extraordinary detail of these illustrations, coupled with information gleaned from other sources, was sufficient to deduce their construction. At present, it is impossible to say how historically accurate my designs are, which is why I propose we enlist the aid of Eorzea's preeminent artisans, so that we might recreate these garments. Should they prove sufficiently authentic, I expect your fairy will regain more of her missing memories. In the hands of the preeminent weaver, say Master Redolent, rows of sun-silk tapestries, this information should be sufficient. But you cannot journey to Ul'dah until you have gathered the leaves of a direwort. My text explicitly mentioned that the plant's pigments were used to dye Nemean's uniforms. Alas, direwort is much rarer than it was in the days of yore. It can only be found in the fog fens now. Lest you think I mean to make you do all the work, worry not. While you scour Mordona for the plan, I will contact Master Rose and convince him to help. Though I doubt it will require much effort. Okay, so we need to go to Mordona, to the fog fens right here. So let's teleport now straight to Revenant's Toll. Thankfully, Revenant Toll is one of my favourite destinations, just because you just go there so often to buy like dark light gear and stuff like that. We also have the reduced rates trait up by our Grand Company, which gives us, our free company, which gives us reduced teleport fees to get here. I'm just waiting for you to zone into Jade and we can go.
I'm sorry. Oh god. I'm just zoning in and I'm just waiting for the load screen, please.
Sure.
Technically, I'm a PlayStation 3 player, so it'll take longer.
Yeah, I guess this is very quickly it's become a technical demonstration video. So you see how quickly I zoned and how long it took Honey Jade to catch me up.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it changes for PlayStation 4 though.
Hang on, let me just summon...
What, unicorn or?
No.
What, you mean your pet?
Yeah, pet.
Okay.
Chocobo away!
Let's go! So another thing that I've noticed these days is that because I've done so many of these episodes and I've read out the quest text for quite a while now, I find it a lot easier to just read out loud. I used to find it kind of difficult to do, whereas now it's really easy. So I
Yeah,
wonder
I
if
still
it's
have
actually
difficulty.
improving my English.
It probably is. I still have difficulty, but I just like read them in silence, to be honest. So
Yeah, I find this more interesting when you're reading it out, because sometimes you might misread the tone of the text. So when you read it out loud in the tone you expect it to be, it sounds ridiculous. So when you read it out loud, you go, oh, so that's actually sarcastic, never mind, or whatever, you know? It's like you might have read it in the wrong emotion because you haven't heard it out loud.
yeah.
But one thing as well, which it might sound silly, it's like I need to work on my breathing when I read, because sometimes I'm just out of breath when I'm trying to read this stuff.
It does happen from time to time, so...
So I can see that this direwort shrub has got a fight, even if it's got the purple evil glow around it.
Yes.
So, let's see, interacting. Oh, I haven't even done any of my buffs yet, like protect and stuff. Whoopsie.
Oh.
I'm going to just stay away because of the bad breath and stuff. There you go. As I said, bad breath. That's like the first thing it did.
Yeah. What I did for this one is get the little ones first, and then the big guy. Oop. Burrito, why'd you do?
I'm just going to keep tying it around so that I don't get bad breath.
Yeah. Yeah, also keep running around. Just make sure you don't go out of the red circle, otherwise it's going to restart again.
Okay. I try not to get hit by the other scholar doing this right now.
Oh, crikey. Oh, Gorilla got that!
Yeah.
Oh.
So, let's see. So it says harvest the leaves from the direwort shrub. Okay, so we have to go back and pick it up.
After when you can defeated those mobs, whoopsie, have to go back to the same place where so.
Okay, so now we need to go to Uldar. So let's go. I'm assuming I have to go to the Weaver's Guild. Yes, we do. So let's teleport straight there. So A for right, A for net. So you can do it straight from here. Teleport.
Oh.
And here's the Weaver's Guild. So is he literally just going to craft this all for me?
Not all of it, just some of it. Let me say that again. He's gonna craft some of it. But it's not gonna be all of it. So you have to go to other guilds.
Okay.
I think there's like one in Gridania, so it should say that.
Okay, let me see what he has to say.
Okay.
So, Rodolent Rose says, I suppose you do have a rather scholarly air about you, Didamtish. I've been expecting you, Mithrie. Have you the leaves and Alka-Zolka's designs then? Okay, so we're handing over the well-learned and well-dressed. It says, a thesis written by Alka-Zolka on the proper habiliments of a scholar. Okay. And then the direwort leaves, it says, the deep blue-green sap extracted from the tiny leaves of this fleshly plant was once used across Vilebrand to dye cloth. Okay. I don't even know what Vilebrand is, to be honest.
I don't know myself, but that's a new one of me.
Okay, so anyway, so he says, crafting remnants that have not been seen in 1500 years. This is indeed a daunting challenge. But it is, I suspect, but it is one I suspect I will enjoy a great deal, for rare is the day a weaver revives ancient fashion. I shall begin at once. You may observe if you like, but be aware it will be a lengthy process. Interesting. He's getting tired, isn't he? So it has been some time since I laboured with such intensity. I adhered to Alka-Zolka's design as best I could, though there were certain aspects I felt compelled to change. His lack of familiarity with textiles and weaving led to what I can only assume are errors. You will note that I could only complete the culottes. This is because the other garments require skills which I do not possess. Mistress Serendipity and Giva of the Goldsmiths and Leatherworkers Guilds respectively can provide the finishing touches to the remaining pieces. But you were unaware that I could not craft the full set by myself, weren't you? Very well. I shall send word to them on your behalf, Mithrie. You will need only visit each guild and present them my unfinished work. Okay, so now we need to go to the Goldsmith Guild, so let's teleport straight there.
I'm not so sure, but I think you are able to wear some of the gear.
Oh yeah? Like
Yeah,
straight
I tried
away?
it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so
I tried
I
it
think it's the
myself
legs.
and-
The legs, yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
So there you go. Culottes. Ah. That's a really long pair of socks, is it?
Yeah, you could say it's kind of, how
Knee
shall I
socks?
say it?
Yeah. Oh, hello. So, let's
Took
see.
you long enough.
Goldsmith Guild. Well, whenever I'm recording a video, I always switch off the mumbled text-to-speech.
Ah,
Yeah, he's
Okay.
doing the scholar stuff at the moment.
Yeah. So anyway, here's
Cool.
Serendipity at the Goldsmith Guild. Let's see what she has to say. She's probably one of my favourite guild masters, to be honest. So,
What I was about to say was, with the legs, they're more like of schoolgirl look.
yeah. They are like
Because of the
schoolgirl socks. I mean, that's what they are.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me read what Serendipity said. So it says, "Greetings, Mithrie. Red said you'd be along shortly, so let's see that mortarboard." Okay, so we have to hand over the incomplete Scholar's Guard. It says, "The finishing touches are all that await this fine piece of scholarly remnants." Okay. So let's see what she does to them. So it says, this shouldn't take long. Wait here a moment. So she's working hard. So here it is as promised. Amazing what a difference a mithril tassel can make, isn't it? Wear it with pride, Mithrie. Now, off you go, and be sure to enjoy your time in Gridania. Okay, so that's now the... what have I got next? I've now got the mortarboard. I'm assuming that's the hat, right?
Yeah, I have a feeling it's a hat.
Cool. So,
Full of hat.
Mithrie is now a dork. She's got her glasses on. So, let's... now, the interesting thing you can actually do with this headpiece on Scholar, you can do the visor command to take the glasses off. So if I do the visor command now... there you go, the glasses are gone. So it's up to you if you want to keep them on or not. I'll put them back on just for the sake of this video. There you go. So she's Harry Potter in the making. Or Mithrie Potter, I should say. But anyway, so let's now go to Gridania. So let's teleport straight there.
Yep. So the final two pieces will be yours from there.
Cool. And then we can go back to Alcazolca and then do the... I'm assuming the quest to get a new ability, right?
Yep. I believe it's leeches. I think it's leeches. I'm not too sure.
No, I've already got leeches.
Oh, right.
I got it at level
something else
40.
then. I'm sorry. I'm just getting skills mixed up again.
So let's see what we have to do. Okay, here's Giva. So Giva says... Mithrie, the woman who would single-handedly revive the scholarly arts. Alright then, show me what you've got. So I'm going to again hand it over, the same item, hand over. So, Master Rose's work is marvellous, as to be expected. This will be a pleasure. So there you go, one pair of fingerless buffalo leather gloves, perfect for the scholar who prefers that her protection does not come at the cost to dexterity. Oh, the boots, Belai will see to those. He's an expert cord wainer, so you needn't worry about the quality. Besides, I've already spoiled you by making your gloves for free. Okay, so let's try on now the gloves. There you go. And cool. To be honest, they look like you know, like cycling gloves more than anything. So let's talk now
Yeah, fingerless gloves are cool.
Yeah, let's talk to Belly now. So, you're the scholar, yes? I've been instructed to assist you. If you would please let me see Master Rose's work. Okay, hand over. So, this craftsmanship is amazing. I cannot wait to get started. So, here you are, madam, made with the finest boar and buffalo leather in accordance with Alcazolca's designs, which are very impressive, I must say. He must be dying to see the completed set. I know I would be. Had I gone to such great lengths. You ought to surprise him by wearing the garments when you next see him. Okay, so let's now try on the boots. So, boots, here they are. Ah, so the boots actually just cover the socks straight up, don't they? Cool. So this is almost the full schoolgirl look. So she just needs the chest piece at level 50. So let's now quickly go back to Limza and talk to Alcazolca. So again, A for Nat, go to Coral Tower. There's the Coral Tower, so let's now see what Alcazolca has to say to us. So he's just checking Mithrie out, apparently. So, by the gods, I feel as though I've been transported backwards through time. You are the very image of the Nimian scholars of Eld, I mean. Well, minus a gown, but still. Never in my wildest dreams did I think it would turn out this well. I see you approve as well, little one. Suffice it to say, we can consider this a great success. Okay, so let's complete that quest. So another quest now to get a new ability. So the quest is called For Your Fellow Man, and the ability is called Sacred Soil, which says creates a designated area in which party members will have damage taken reduced by 10%. Additional effect, 20% chance that the next sucker will cast no MP, only available when under the effect of Aether Flow. So Alcazolca wishes to propose another way you might rekindle your fairy's memories. Okay, so yes, I forgot to mention that while I was awaiting your return, I made considerable progress with the deciphering of my Nimian tablets. Much of what I have learned until now has pertained to the roles of scholars within the military. However, these latest texts offer insight into a scholar's activities during times of peace. As you can imagine, they were not the sort to let their restorative magics go to waste. One particularly stirring account describes their selfless efforts to combat the spread of a virulent plague which at one point threatened to engulf all of Nim. Naturally, they did so with the aid of their fairies, which is why I believe that similar acts of charity may serve to further awaken your winged companion. If you are of a mind to test my theory, why not journey to Camp Bronze Lake? You will find no shortage of the sick and wounded there. Rukusa Farusa would doubtless welcome your services were you to offer them. He presides over the warm wine sanitarium, so be sure to have a word with him if you decide to go. Okay, so we need to go talk to him in Upper Lenosia. So the quickest way is to teleport to Camp Bronze Lake, so let's go. So if only teleportation existed in real life, how easy your life would be.
It would be very cool indeed.
Yeah, it's just sort of like quickly get to work, quickly come home. Simple.
But it would also make working hours a heck of a lot longer.
Yeah,
because of it.
It would put all public transport out of business, but whatever. But anyway, so here is Rukusa Farusa. So, hello and welcome to Bronze Lake. If you desire treatment, you wish to administer treatment. Are you even qualified to? Wait, you must be Mithrie, the scholar. We are happy to accept any assistance that you can provide. I am told you possess magics which can cleanse the body of toxins, impurities, and maladies. At the present, we have 5 patients visiting the springs who would benefit from this care. Pray attend to these individuals and return to me when finished. Okay, so I'm guessing we have to just talk to these people. So here's one, a short-breathed invalid. So it says, are you here to help me? I don't know what's wrong. I just can't... Okay, so we need to cast leeches on them. So it said, my lungs, I can breathe again. Bless you, miss, bless you. Okay, that's one. Next one. I'm not 100% sure where this one even is. Ah, it's down here. Okay.
Yeah, down by there.
So this one says, try taking a wound sometime less. Sure, it hurts like hells at first, but then you get to drink away the pain. Okay, so obviously this guy's drunk. So, what the? Why'd you have to go and do that? Ah, bugger, now they'll take me wine away. Okay, next person. I remember when the game first came out and we were hanging out here, just chilling out in the hot springs. Okay, so here's a wane-faced invalid. So it says, what's wrong with me? My wounds have closed, but I still feel so weak. Okay, so obviously you assume he's infected, so leeches. So, what did you do? And what in the 7 hells is that floating thing? Keep it away from me. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I've got to attack this corrupted Aether randomly.
Yeah, some of them will have the corrupted on them, others, like you, the other 2 won't, so...
Oh, that
I had
was
a
easy.
feeling there was going to be a battle.
Okay, where's the next person? Oh, they're up there. Interesting. Okay, so a dark-spirited invalid. So it says, my arm ain't been the same since Cartano. Chiriurgion says the flesh is willing, but the spirit is weak. I say he's a superstitious git. He's obviously a British superstitious git. So, there we go. What's this warmth? Did you do that? Thank you, whoever you are. Much obliged, sir. Okay, moving on. And here's another one, heavy-eyed invalid. So, can't sleep, murmur will eat me. Can't sleep, murmur will eat me. He's obviously a crazy one.
Who the heck is Murmur?
Yeah. It's him. It's the murmur. Run. Okay, another fight.
Never corrupted yet. I'm still wondering who the heck was Mama, seriously.
Probably just a ghost. Didn't actually understand what she was looking at. Okay, that's that done. So now we need to talk again to Rakusa Farusa.
Not that far anyway.
Yep. But still far enough to mount it.
I just jumped by the hills.
So, Rakusa says, incredible, absolutely incredible. What you did for those patients was nothing short of miraculous. The commanding officers will be pleased to hear that they can return to active duty. You and Alcazolka have my deepest thanks, Mithrie. Okay, so I have to go straight back to Limsa once again. Okay, so again, A for right, A for net, Coral Tower. So here is Alcazolka. So, Mithrie, Rakusa Farusa tells me that your potent magics exceed all expectation. Had a good time, did you? I thought you might. It warms my heart to see the two of you making such great strides, and it reminds me that I must work harder to see that I am not left behind. For the nonce I will resume deciphering the Nemean tablets, though they have yielded an immense quantity of information on the scholarly arts. I remain confident that they contain an equally impressive wealth of tactical information. Okay, so complete the quest and get the ability Sacred Soil.
I remember correctly, Sacred Soil is a area kind of.
Yeah, we'll use it now just for the sake of it, just to show its effects. Because I've seen it used in battle like loads of times. So if I quickly pop A for Flow, and now I'm going to cast it around us if possible. So hang on, it'll help if I lock my hotbar. Here we go. There you go. And that's the Sacred Shield. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. And as always, goodbye from me, goodbye from Mithrie, goodbye from Honey Jade, and goodbye from guest star 0.
Hi. Bye.
Hey.
Bye bye.